She's there.
Okay, is she conscious?
Sir, I don't know.
Okay.
I opened up the door. I saw blood. I got the hell out of there.
What is your name?
My name's Jay. You there, Terry? She's naked and I saw blood everywhere. That's all I can tell you. Something happened.
It was immediately apparent that the subject was deceased. We needed to make sure that the dog was contained.
It's okay. You're okay.
Luckily, I didn't have to shoot the dog.
Man, it happened.
December 3rd, 2017, Dubuque, Iowa. Police officers rush to High Bluff Street after a frantic 911 call sends them into full alert.
Dispatch.
Yeah, sir. Can you send somebody to High Bluff? I just came over here. I know this girl. She wasn't answering my calls all day, all last night. I walked up the stairs, opened up the door. I looked to my left. There's blood everywhere.
Okay. You said you went upstairs. Is she there?
She's there, but sir, I don't know. I opened up the door. I saw blood. I got the hell out of there.
What is your name?
My name's Jay. You there, Terry? She's naked. I saw blood everywhere. That's all I can tell you. Something happened.
As Officer Chad Craybill arrives at the scene, he spots the man who made the call, Jay Scoville. He's calm, cooperative, but something's off.
Sir, where's she? Okay. What's your name?
I'm in front of her.
Okay.
I was calling her all day. She didn't answer. We just got back.
Can you keep your hands out of your pockets for me? Do you have anything on you?
No.
Okay. All right, just stay in the car for me. She's right inside?
Jay seemed helpful, respectful even, but within hours, police would be asking themselves a different question. Was the killer standing right in front of them? Officer Craybill is one of the first to enter the home. He stays sharp, ready in case the suspect is still inside. As he enters the crime scene, he braces for the worst, staying alert in case the perpetrator is still inside, but nothing could have prepared him for what he was about to witness.
Police department! Police! Anyone in? Doing the door right inside. It's upstairs. Police department!
Now joined by backup officer Molly, Craybill was able to contain the dog and make his way to the bedroom, where a brutal scene awaited them.
Hey, dog. How do we deal with this dog?
Just stay there. It's okay. You're okay. Man, it happened.
I know I think something, but there's nothing.
As they registered the gruesome state in which they had found the body, they started investigating the surroundings, soon stumbling upon the identity of the victim.
We got an ID, Jay.
We do. Beverly Ann Puccio.
They also examined the body of the victim, now known to be Beverly Puccio, and quickly ruled out the possibility of a suicide.
You're alone or what?
Yeah. The bug spider on window. She was beat the hell out. Look at all the things that
It's all over the wall over here, too.
Look at the amount of blood. Her eyes are smeared all over her body. There's blood on her phone. There's blood on her sheets over here. Yeah, if she shot herself, there wouldn't be smeared blood all over her body.
Also notice another detail, suggesting it hadn't been long since she had been attacked.
There's still blood coming out of her.
The hole.
A whole where, like in her head.
Yeah, it looks like it's right on the side of her nose.
Like she got shot.
At this point, it is paramount to make sure the house is secure and the perpetrator isn't hiding somewhere in there.
I'm just gonna run through these other rooms quick.
While making their way through all of the stuff scattered around the house, they find the potential murder weapon,
Pocket knife there.
as well as the first clue towards solving this murder, which would point at none other than the man that called them in the first place.
There's no signs of forced entry anywhere.
This one, it's locked, but it's like locked open, you know?
Oh, like it wouldn't stop.
Like the hole won't come out. I don't know how the guy got in, if he had a key or not, but or maybe it just pushed in.
Haven't got that far with the people outside. No, I'm going to be that guy.
The fact that there weren't any signs of forced entry suggested that the perpetrator may have been someone Beverly knew. So with this in mind, the officers came back outside to talk with Jay.
Before we go any farther, I'm just out for weapons, okay? You don't got anything. Nothing on you?
No, sir, I don't have nothing.
Appreciate it. Hey, Jay, how do you know Bev?
I met her about 4 months ago down at Harvey. And we just started talking. I dated her for a while. I've been calling her all day. I thought I better stop and check on her.
And what'd you do once you got here?
Well, I went upstairs and checked on her. Came right back down. Told you guys.
Do you CPR or anything like that?
I don't touch people like that.
No?
No, I didn't even touch her. I saw blood everywhere and I left. Why would I touch her?
Just asking.
I'm not going to touch somebody that has blood all over them. I'm not doing that.
As he revealed that he and Beverly were in a relationship, the officers couldn't help but notice how calm and collected he was given the circumstances. This was odd behavior, but what he said next would shock them even more.
This ain't the first time I found somebody dead.
Corporal Jason Stair then continued the questioning, digging deeper into the nature of their relationship.
I missed the school, is that right? I'm in here so I can get some information from you if that's okay.
I can sense things. I knew something was wrong today. You don't answer my call.
Tell me what transpired.
Well, I met her in August, towards the end of August. We were dating for a while, and I said, let's slow it down. So I backed off a little bit. We were still friends though. I've been there for like 4 months, so.
As far as any intimate relationship at all, or any intimacy?
Oh, geez. A couple weeks ago, maybe.
Now, at this point, it was too early to conclude something concretely, but the facts sure had a target on Jay's back. The police knew that the person who attacked Beverly most likely did not come in forcefully, suggesting she knew them. The person that found her in this state, Jay, just happened to be someone she had been involved with intimately. On top of this, the officers highly suspected this was a case of sexual abuse followed by homicide, based on the evidence collected from Beverly's place. However, as strong as the officers' suspicion was, this was all still circumstantial, and they had no solid proof. Before the discussion with Jay was concluded, he was asked about his last contact with Beverly. As a result, the cops finally got a lead that would help them resolve some of the mystery surrounding this tragedy.
She didn't try calling you or texting you or like that?
Yeah, she called me. She was at Walnut Tap Saturday night.
She said she was at Walnut Tap?
Yeah.
How did she seem? Tipsy?
Officers investigating Beverly Puccio's murder have just received the autopsy report, revealing the details of how she was murdered.
She had trauma to her face, and she had a cut above her eyes, and a lot of blood from her nose, mouth, and that was the determination that she was strangled to death.
The report also showed the presence of alcohol in her system. This was consistent with Jay's statement about his last interaction with Beverly. However, he wasn't off the hook just yet, and the officers decided to meet with him again.
We just had some follow-up questions, and I just want to make sure we're not missing it.
I'm not leaving anything out. I didn't touch her. I didn't go out there Saturday or Sunday. I'm the one that reported it. Why would I do all that to her? We had a little spats here and there, but she was just mad at me because I didn't want to be her boyfriend. That's what it was.
You didn't go anywhere else that night?
Yeah, I was here Saturday.
Not anywhere, and didn't get a ride. Don't remember. Yeah, I just want to make sure you didn't go anywhere with your phone Saturday night. You stayed at home. I'm getting the records of everybody.
Okay.
Where it can show GPS towers where they're at. I don't want to be surprised.
In order to confirm his story about his whereabouts that day, police decided to pay his parents a visit.
Thank you. I just had a few questions for both. Did you guys know her very well?
Just met her, but
didn't know her very well. Did she ever stay here or anything? Did you ever express any problems with Beverly or have any issues with her?
No.
Okay. I just wanted to go back to last Saturday. What did you guys do on Saturday?
Jim and I were home all day and just probably came home around supper time and right after.
Did he go anywhere that night then?
No.
You
He
guys?
was here all night.
Okay.
Hanging out.
You guys didn't see him leave or anything like that? What time did you guys go to bed on Saturday?
Probably about 10.
Did you hear anybody leave? You woke up during the middle of the night for any reason? And was they here on Sunday when you got up?
Yeah.
What time did you guys get up?
Oh, we get up about 8. So that's all I know.
Though aging parents are not the most reliable of alibis, their account of that day left the police with a dead end in the investigation. Their only hope now was the CCTV footage they had received from the bar that Jay claimed was Beverly's last known location, the Walnut Tap. As officers started meticulously going through hours upon hours of footage, it wouldn't be long before they found exactly what they were looking for.
The video, we see Beverly at the bar.
She was with somebody that she had been drinking with that person. Later, they were being intimate with each other. They were touching each other.
When we looked at the video cameras, they leave the Walnut Tap. There was a cab outside that picked them up. At this point, we don't know who this person is.
The information in the clip brought new life to the investigation. Another possible suspect had been revealed, and finding his identity was the top priority now. By tracking the cab through traffic cameras, the police were able to get its number plate and eventually make contact with the driver.
Out of the house, I picked them up. They were obviously drinking pretty good.
Have you ever drove these two before?
No. You know, they sit in the back seat. It's dark and I really can't even see much and get a good look at either one of them.
Okay. Did anybody say anybody's names?
He just kept calling her babe.
The driver confirmed that he had dropped the two off at Beverly's residence, but since he couldn't remember any names and the guy had paid in cash, the police had no way of identifying him. So after facing yet another dead end, the police decided to go back and canvass the area once again in hopes of finding another lead, and they hit a potential jackpot. Officers then spend hours painstakingly going through the footage recovered from the nursing home opposite Beverly's place. The extremely poor quality of the cameras, however, causes them to miss the most important detail. The video glitches right when Beverly and the mystery man leave the cab, keeping his identity hidden. Another lead has resulted in a disappointing result. However, the hours spent on reviewing the footage would not be completely futile. The fact that the same truck made several stops by the crime scene on the night the murder happened, the hunt for the truck was now on. Officers knew that it could potentially be the key to solving this murder. While the grainy footage from the nursing home made it a struggle to track the truck, it wouldn't be long before they spotted it at another location. The owner of the truck revealed that it was his daughter, Justine, who was using the truck. She was subsequently brought in for questioning.
You're not under arrest or anything, and just close that door so people don't have to listen to what I'm saying or what you're saying.
Yeah, that was Saturday. He went down for a drink and...
Who's that?
Michael. Got nothing until around 10 o'clock. I get a call. He's like, you should come and get me. He says he's on Stanford and High Bluff. He gets in the car and is telling me he's sorry.
And where do you guys go from there?
Home. When I got back to the house, I asked him, I said, well, what the happened? I said, did you cheat on me? He said, no, there was no girl. We go upstairs. He's emptying his pockets. And then all of a sudden he flies up and he says, let's go, we gotta go back to where we get. Said he forgot something. And he tells me that the dude pulled a gun on him and he grabbed the dude and he just started punching. He blacked out and just couldn't stop. He said the dude was laying on his wallet, he had him moving.
After talking with Justine, officers immediately approach Michael and bring him to the station in order to get his version of events. By the way, if you're finding the video interesting so far, do us a favor and hit those like and subscribe buttons. It really supports the channel. Now, let's dive back in.
For a second, please. What? Are you Michael?
Yeah, what's up?
Okay. Hand me your phone for just a second. We're at the police department, okay?
Okay.
So officers will explain to you what's going on. Is there anything, Mike, before you grab this, is there anything that we need to know about?
No.
Okay. Do you mind if we check it just to make sure?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Just your lunchroom today?
Yeah.
Officers could tell that Michael was anxious, despite his efforts to show a casual demeanor. In the interrogation room, they started with a set game plan, focused on making him tell the truth.
Mike, you alright? Slept at your house Friday night?
Saturday, my girlfriend went to the dog park. I told her I was going to the bar.
And when you say bar,
Walnut Tap.
and how long do you think you were at the Walnut?
Anywhere between 2.5, 3 hours maybe. I'm not proud to say it, even though I have a girlfriend, but we got a little intimate at times, I guess.
How do you explain that?
There was some kissing, there was some touching.
What was her name, do you remember?
No, I
Not at all.
honestly don't. She was really flirtatious. At one point in time, it got a little kind of heavy, and we actually ended up in the bathroom. Our intentions were to have sex. The bartender really knocked on the door and said only one in the bathroom at a time. We both said we need to get out of here.
Michael immediately confessed to hooking up with someone at the bar and also admitted to going home with her, but his story was only consistent with police findings up to this point. What he said next would bring a wild twist to the story, reigniting a lead that the police had pretty much thought was a dead end.
And we're on our way to wherever the hell she was gonna take me, and she starts arguing with this guy. She's texting him nonstop. I guess they're having, major problems. And I asked her about him, is he gonna be a problem? That kind of thing, Well, we pull up and there's like this little truck, and she said that was him. And I said, are we about to, be in a fight? What's going on? And I ended up leaving. I had her come pick me up.
What were they doing when you left?
Arguing. Yelling at each other.
She didn't mention a name or anything?
Jay's.
However, Michael's attempts at trying to put the target on someone else were only digging his own grave further.
Jay was not there. We had our traffic camera that focused on Jay's house, and we watched video footage throughout that whole night and didn't see him leave at all. So we were able to show that Bantieri, he's not being truthful at that point.
Officers decided to call back Justine and have another go at trying to crack her, and she immediately broke down.
We're doing the right thing because we're investigating a horrific crime. Okay, what do you know about that? Don't cover for him. Don't be an accessory to something you don't have to be. I don't do that. Right. So, what do you know? Because you know what's going on.
Yeah.
Tell me, please.
We went there a second time, and then the next day,
The next day you went back down again? What does he grab?
a bag.
Was it a bag of clothes, bag of money, bag of drugs?
A light bulb, bloody fingerprints, and a towel that he used not with.
Where are those things in now?
We had a fire in the backyard. We had sticks and stuff. The clothes that he was wearing that night, they're in my bedroom. Upstairs, the shoes have blood on them. The pants has some blood on the pant leg.
Let's go clean the backyard. So I went and helped him clean the backyard. He started a bonfire. That bag, he got that out. He burned that in the fire.
Loaded with this information, the officers immediately got a warrant to search Michael and Justine's house. There is now very little doubt that it is in fact Michael who brutally murdered Beverly Puccio. But police try one more time to get a confession out of Michael and also understand the motive behind the murder, but he stays relentless for hours.
You have to understand that we have information and we have proof or surveillance that you're lying to us. We talked to your girlfriend. You said she took you down there a second time, a third time. We know what happened.
Then why are we talking?
Because I want you to man up and tell me the truth.
So I'm lying. I went into a house that night.
As far as I can tell.
No, that's because no, I did not.
Where you're saying you weren't at, where we know you were at, with a dead body, the girl you were with, beat to death. Why'd you do it?
I didn't.
Our guys are up at your house now.
Well, I wish them the best
Blood
of
on
luck.
the shoe, blood on your shoe. We don't know why you did it, but we know you did it.
Michael was arrested following the interview and was taken away to be booked. Now, while the investigation did not immediately reveal the motive behind this heinous crime, Corporal St was able to wager a pretty good guess at what transpired based on what typically happens in such cases of violence against women.
Michael admits to everything about meeting Beverly at the bar, doing stuff with her at the bar, leaving with her from the bar in the cab to her place, but denies going anywhere up in her apartment for any reason whatsoever when everything that we had pointed right to him. I believe that Michael's the type of person that he's got to have power control, and that for whatever reason he thought that was being challenged by Beverly. Something set him off to start beating her up, punching her in the face. There was just so much blood. It looked like she was beaten to death when he actually strangled her to death. With the evidence, the forensic evidence, the video evidence, Michael was there and he was responsible for the death of Beverly Puccio.
Regardless of the motive, Michael's reckless violence had caused an unimaginable tragedy and loss for Beverly's family, her elderly parents, and her sisters, who would be left to cope with this trauma for the rest of their lives.
And the 3 or 4 of us will never have the closeness a family should have. I thought about my mom, who still sits and waits for her phone calls to take her somewhere. My dad, who normally steps forth and handles all stuff like this, who is taking a back seat because he doesn't know what to do or what to say. I know this don't bother you at all, and you don't care about what you did. You deserve to die the way she did.
On April 20th, 2018, 36-year-old Michael Pient pled guilty to second-degree murder and was sentenced to 50 years in prison by the court. Now, if you think this case was horrific, you need to check out my video on the evil neighbor who turned out to be the killer.